let's see. Should be that the chat is visible, but I'm not sure. Let's see. If I write something in chat, I did something, but it looks like it doesn't necessarily work. And where I tried something to make the chat visible, but it doesn't really look like it works. Let me see. I'm gonna try and do it again, but add browser. Still doesn't look like it's working. I don't know. Probably gonna try and make it another time, I guess. Doesn't look like it's working, but yeah, we'll see. So let's look at trading. Let's start with DXY. Wow, we got, oh, what? Is this a broker bug? Yeah, it's a broker bug. I mean, sometimes broker do manipulation like this, like it's crazy. Certain brokers do this shit, which is so crazy to me. So let's look at price. We're just gonna ignore this big ass wick, right? We do have sell side here, which I would like to see target, but we do also have them swept here, so it's a bit weird. Let's start with the hourly. We did kind of end up, I think that's a 4 hour, yeah. Considering this 4 hour, I think we should be drawing lower, but it's still weird. Let's see. Doesn't really, it looks weird, right? We need to wait for some sort of structure here. H is a bit too big to be trading actively. On A it's a bit better, but still. I do like these equal highs being built here on AUDUSD. These might hold an opportunity to start targeting this low resistance. This sell side is taken, so it makes it riskier, but we can generally expect lower prices. It's a bit weird, but we're gonna see. We do have this hourly. It's a bit weird, the market today, so it doesn't really look like much. It's not really clear for me what we're gonna do. I would say we're probably still gonna reach in this high. Maybe if we reach in this high, we can have a potential, I don't know, short, or we can have like a buy from here. Bias is weird. We do have this small FVG here, so we might even hold start like from here. The gap is a bit big. Usually when gaps are this big, I need some serious structure to form for me to be able to buy in here. So meaning like we have some equal lows, we get a sweep, then I'm buying. But like this, let's see gold. Gold is weak. I do like this, but we do have this, which is a lot of buy side, but this looks more like a, let's see, like a lot of resistance, which I don't know if we have the strength to be targeting. That's the thing. Even though it looks like buy side, it's pretty much 4 hours of consolidation, so it's a bit more likely for us to be actually holding that shit and holding price lower. Big as consolidation, yeah. I'm sad that we cannot really trade like these. Look at this setup right here on DAX. Look at this setup, bro. Look at this shit. Boom, target here. These actually set up. DAX and UK are very great for scalping, but yeah, sadly we cannot trade it on this account, but there's a lot of good opportunities on this pair. Even off the sell side here, looking to buy towards a slow resistance, there's a lot of good opportunities. Even off this Asian low rate, look at this gap here. Look, Dax is definitely one of my favorite pairs to be traded, but sadly we cannot trade it on this broker. Maybe when we buy a funded or some shit, we can be trading Dax. Maybe I'm gonna buy an FTMO actually, so I can trade DXY as well. But we're gonna see. Looks weird. Still looks weird. Do we have some type of higher time frame? We do have a higher time frame POI here, which is, yeah. But we do also have this hourly gap here. But I wouldn't like buying here. But it's probably more likely because of this. So I was seeing a retracing continuing bias of this consolidation. Hell yeah. But I do like probably AU I like most because of this buy side. And if this buy side gets taken, we can anticipate lower prices. So this realistically, probably this is the only pair, but pairs are very choppy. So I don't see a lot of opportunities here. You might be targeting this right here off this 50-minute gap, but we'll see. I'm not sure if I want to be trading. And probably, like, there is an opportunity here if we get it. I would wait for this range to get mitigated, meaning we use the sell side to retrace in from here, from this consolidation. I'm looking to target lower, otherwise it's pretty much very risky. I'm gonna wait for that consolidation to get mitigated here. So meaning I'm only trading this once we reach the consolidation, and from here looking to continue lower. There can be also potential like short-term scalp higher of this right here, but it's a very short-term very short-term idea, and essentially be buying towards this consolidation. But even if we think about it, this is pretty much our idea. It's pretty small R, but yeah, we're gonna see. I wanna do one thing, which is open up my broker, because yeah, it's not open. So yes sir, I need my authenticator most likely. Every time I log in, I need my authenticator, man. I mean, looks like a decent scalp. I don't know if, again, oh shit, that's 936 96593. I don't really think we have the momentum to be taking those highs though. We do have a really good external rate on liquidity, and we have Asian lows as well, which makes always good for a a counter trend trade. But it's just that it's, yeah, it's a bit risky to be trying to take that shit. We're gonna see. We can essentially be targeting this, I would say 1.7. We are reacting pretty nicely, so it's kind of realistically is gold and gold, which I'm trying to trade. In this case, I would still anticipate you holding though, even though we are in a 4-hour, because of this high ass resistance. I don't really, in a case like this, I would anticipate this consolidation holding price. So we're gonna see what it do. We do have this potential sales right here. These are pretty good equal lows, and we do have a 50-minute FVG, which is right here, and I think it's hourly. My bad, it's an hourly FVG. Yeah. So we already know of the sell side rate. This can be also a pretty decent scalp, but we are buying into a 4-hour. Again, I wouldn't really expect this 4-hour to hold though. I'd expect us to reach higher prices. The only reason I'm not expecting it to hold is because we have such a strong consolidation to support price higher, and these are way stronger than. So this can be a really short-term scalp. We can actually take this. If we raid liquidity here, we can have like a pretty decent trade to target slow resistance high. Maybe leave runners to fill the gaps. So considering we're very bullish here, I wouldn't really be worried. But Asia is pretty big indeed. We'll see what it do. But Euro as well. Euro is kind of in the same scenario, but I don't know. It just doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. And it's an hourly gap as well. Yes, sir. We do have this. We have this breaker. I mean, even if you look at structure, we're bullish, right? But we're trading against the mitigated PI. Our target here would be this high, the very most. So we're gonna watch. I like that we retrace it. So we have some potential opportunities, just I don't really want to force. We do have this inversion here, boom, but I wouldn't really. We're gonna see. It's no weird stable. We rated lows here. We should be continuing. I would say at least towards this high on euro. So that can be a pretty decent idea. Just looking to trade off the sell side sweep here on the 1 minute of these equal lows here. We sweep them. We tap this 1 minute, and from here we just hold the higher prices towards Asian high. These highs. I mean Asian high and that higher time frame high. I think that would be a decent idea to be looking at. Same with DXY. But we're gonna see what it do. Would probably like a counter trend short of these equal highs here on Asia to look to target this low resistance, this, and gold for a potential counter trend trade here. But yeah, we're gonna see what it do. DXY needs to fall. Boom, boom. This could have been a decent short. What we're gonna see, I'm not really gonna try and force anything. I like that we rated this low. We had a 51 AVG and also this inversion here. This is a pretty good range that we ended up playing. So for me, these are very strong signs that we're reaching this and this. So yeah, I think on euro we're pretty much solid, and I think the same is on GU, right? But I don't like this inversion. I'll probably be preferring euro here because we're coming out really slow, lower. We don't have strong gaps. We're just retracing. Yeah, this looks like a good area. Probably euro looks the best here to be targeting higher, but it's slightly risky because we're essentially predicting on price holding this, and we're just trading off that. But yeah, I still think we're fine. I like this right here on the sell side. I like this 50-minute AVG. I like this here. I like this here. We came into it. We did come into it. So we have bullish for the flow getting respected. For now, we cannot really anticipate. Like anticipating lower prices would just be dumb here. I would say this first targets. I mean, first target, second target, third target. Reaching it to the high, even if the PI is mitigated, that's a runner. We don't really, yeah, that's a runner. Let's say we're reaching high resistance, which is this, as a really final target. This one right here. Boom. So yeah, I do like euro. Actually, we're retracing. We're setting up London Open really perfectly here. So I do like euro here. I do like euro. And gold as well for like a really short-term scalp, but that's the risk I would prefer shorting here. I do like how we're behaving here. Actually, I do like these rejections on the lows, on the low that we have, and on the inversion here we can trade the buy. Just, and I'm not sure if I want to do it pre-London Open like this right here. Can get like 1.5 if we inverse this. It looks decent. We're gonna wait and see, but I do like euro better. So today, this week, we have actually CPI, so we gotta be careful at that. Let me see if I can open my calendar. I mean, this is not really it, but today we're low probability. We do not have to worry. Tomorrow we have CPI, which usually it's fine for us actually, because this is the power of scalping, right? In scalping, all you need is 10 pips to have like a 3-4 hour. That's what one of the trades that we took last week was 10 pips, and we made 4 hour on it. I'm considering this, but I don't really want to be buying pre-London, I would say. But yeah, the rejections are really good here. Should we buy this? I think I'm pretty down to try because the setup looks decent for me. But I do want to see the close get complete, which means we get a stop. Oh, our size is enormous. Size is pretty big here, but yeah, let's just do it. Place. And where's my take profit? It's gonna be around here. And we're gonna see. Morning, bro. Morning. We'll see. It's slightly riskier, but I'm down to try. Right now, I'm down to learn. To be honest, that's generally my focus right now. Even if it's pre-London, I don't think we're gonna reach back into these. Retracement trade looking to target this consolidation again. I'm not expecting these highs to get taken here because it's a lot of resistance, bro. How are you today, bro? Do you plan on trading today? And we're basically just traded off this inversion. What I really like and what makes me take this trade pre-London is these rejections that we got on that low. Might be wrong, but again, I'm just down to learn. I'm not really prioritizing necessarily profitability here. I'm just, yeah, it's for me, it's a good trade still. We're gonna see. We do have this smaller AVG here. Our fill is not great, but it doesn't really matter. This is our target, like a 1.5 basically. You're gonna see. Risky because of London Open, but if you look at gold in London Open, it's not really that impulsive. So yeah, we're gonna try and see. I'm curious, to be honest. I'm really willing to learn. I'm not gonna, yeah, we'll see. Really decent government trade, and whatever happens to this trade, we're probably gonna be looking at a euro though. For me, what gave me really confidence in taking this trade pre-London is these lows here and behavior of how we behave to that basically previous liquidity level, and we just rejected many times. This is a very protective stop loss, and then on the inversion here on the close above, I took my entry looking to target opposing high resistance, which is here, which I think this is a 5-minute AVG. Really good TP here. We have this. I'm not really worried about that. I think we should be reaching towards the consolidation. So I'm gonna go smoke a ciggy and let the trade run, and whatever happens. I'm just really prioritizing learning at this point, but I still think it's a fine trade for me, in my eyes at least. I just want to see if it's possible to, I think out of all pairs, probably gold is the finest pair to be taking pre-London entries. It's not something you want to do, but when intuitively it's like, oh yeah, I'm taking, like, this looks really good, that's only like, this is an exception, if that makes sense. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna go smoke a cig and I'm gonna be back for London Open, which is in like 7 minutes. We're gonna see. I'm curious what happens with this, to be honest. I'm just curious. We're gonna see. There might be the chance of us coming back to sweep and then going hard. That can also happen. But as I said, I'm willing to learn and see if this holds. Euro, I'm really confident in this. If we actually sweep this low, I'm really down for some pretty decent buys up here, bro. Like, this is a good setup, like, on Euro. GU, not really. GU looks like it's gonna sell more. So we're gonna see. I'm curious about this, though. That might happen, but we'll see. We're all pretty decent on holding this. Then we have this order block here. So we're gonna see. Our fill is pretty bad. Yeah, it's around here on the high, but yeah, we're gonna see. Out of curiosity more. It's kind of holding A as a resistance for now, but we're gonna see. Yeah, probably gonna sweep us at this point, but it's all good though. Still waiting on this. Sweep this, very good trade. They should hold though. It looks like high resistance overall. Maybe not. Maybe we actually just sweep and then go higher. But we already swept that. That's weird, right? We're gonna see. Okay, Euro almost reached into our area. Now we're just looking at those buys here on Euro. Already wicked a bit, but I would like to see some structure form on Euro. We're very retractive. See what London Open does here. Still very slow. Very slow for now. And gold doesn't look, yeah, it's probably gonna sweep, yeah. And this was just a gamble, stupid gamble, and it's completely unnecessary loss, but we gotta learn, right? It's probably gonna sweep and then go higher, to be honest. I already know this, but I don't know, I just wanted to try for some reason. Or maybe we end up holding this rejection block. That can also happen. But it doesn't look like it's giving pretty much any signs. Oh, shit. Okay. Euro is very impulsive down towards the downside. Okay. Yeah, this was just a gamble. Completely unnecessary loss, but gotta learn. Cannot be making decisions like this and really expecting profitability, to be honest. Like, it's clear you need to wait for London Open, but for some reason, I don't know. Okay, AD ended up kind of crashing. I do like these equal highs here. Yeah, it's over. This is over already. This was just stupid, right? This was just stupid. There was absolutely no reason for us to be trading pre-London, but we're gonna see. I'm still waiting on that sweep. I still do like the idea of a kind of counter trade because we did sweep this. I would anticipate higher prices towards this consolidation. This is where the most liquidity is, but we don't really look like we care that much here. I want to see this get inversed. If we do, same with Euro. If we inverse this, I'm down. So for now, I'm only looking at euro and gold, realistically. Even that I'm holding this, which again I knew, like these are trades that I know. I don't know why I'm trading like this, to be honest. But it's all good. We're not gonna spiral into negative thoughts. We're just gonna pretend that this didn't happen. I mean, we cannot really pretend, because if we do, we're not gonna learn from it. But we're just gonna be more patient next time and learn that. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Why are you trading like this? I mean, if we inverse, that's pretty much all we need. We do have a slight bearish range, so we're gonna see. This is generally the idea on euro. We completely fill that gap, but I do want to see. We have a lot of R potential on this euro trade, but we need to see some bullish intent. We're very slow for now. And we do, this is a bearish inspection, hell yeah. It's a bearish. Same with Geo. I kinda expected this once we inverse this 1 minute, it looked bearish to me. I still believe in bullish order flow here though. But we're looking very bearish. Same with gold. You might be reaching into this, maybe. We're waiting on this. We currently be rejecting off the lows here, which is good. On the version, I'm straight up taking this trade. We have really high R potential here. This is usually main TP at 3.5. Yeah, this is looking bearish on gold. Should have just been patient. That was a kind of gamble. Like, I don't need to learn this more. You get what I mean? I already know. Should not be trading on pre-London, but yeah. I need to be consistent in my decision making. Yeah, but we're looking bearish here. We're looking like we're hunting for this. Not really looking like we're gonna give a shit about retracing yet. And the AU is also pretty bearish here. Very bearish. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it's giving a lot of shits. We do have buy sell liquidity rate, but I wouldn't still call in. Still prefer to see buys here, so I wouldn't really flip my buys here. Still wait. It's not a bad idea overall. It's just that it's pre-London, that's for sure. Nothing. I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily it's the pre-London that's the issue, but this was the issue. We should have seen this inverse, not this. This is irrelevant. This is what is relevant here, and the fact that we didn't close above it ended up invalidating the trade. For us to inverse or to switch trend, we need to close above this because this is the most influential FVG. This doesn't really mean much. This means much because it's previously respected 2 times. So it's pretty clear to me what was the mistake there. Not necessarily pre-London, but yeah. Still being patient on this break higher though. But it just looks like very short of flow. Even this small gap looks like very short of flow. I'm gonna be holding bearish. Doesn't look like we care about being bullish though. We do have equal lows here. But yeah, I would just sit on the bench here. I don't really like how these pairs are looking. But this definitely looks bearish. Reason for bearish entry, I wouldn't really see it. Yeah, we still have this gap, so I wouldn't really be that confident in targeting counter trend. We're still in equilibrium prices. It's a trending gauge. I wouldn't really expect it to fail unless we see like proper confluence on us trading. To see if we see this inversed, like something like this, then I would enter. Be careful at this trend line, but overall it should be easy targets towards the high, but we just have to be patient and waiting for that trend switch here. Yeah, this was definitely a troll. I'm probably gonna be journaling this because it's a troll trade, but yeah, even though I'm not proud of it, I'm tired of making the same mistakes and being stuck in a loop of break even. I gotta do it. Let's say probably this low was here. We were pre-bearish, so that's why maybe I shouldn't have taken it. Like the only mistake pretty much with this trade is 2 things that were bad. I would say is first irrelevant gap, the one we chose to buy. Second, London open, pre-London open, my bad, pre-London open. That red gap needed to be inversed. That's pretty much it. That's it with this trade. I need to really keep my journal shorts because there's pretty much a lot of trades going on. So maybe once we reach this low there can be a relative counter trend trade, but I wouldn't really want to force this idea anymore. Probably still gonna be looking at euro, but I don't see necessarily reasons. I would only say reason to fail is because Asia is very big, but other than that I would still anticipate bullish prices. But yeah, intuitively this looks like a decent short, but it's very chasing price. And we trade off this 50 minute. It was interesting. There was potential maybe here on this 1 minute, but yeah, my bias is still buys. I'm gonna stick to my bias here. Don't really look like we're carrying too much still, but we did form this nice gap, pretty bearish from here. Oops. Boom. That was it. But still prefer buys here. Definitely. Kind of low energy, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it feels like a pain again. Like, trading definitely just feels like pain. It feels like that love. kind of disappeared. I don't know how, but I'm really trying to get back into that mental state. Like, I'm low energy, not that excited to be trading in a sense. I don't know. And it's not even like that I didn't rest. I slept really well, but it's just, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Just exhausted, I think. But not, like I said this in my post as well, like exhausted spiritually, but I don't want to be like this, bro. But I cannot. It's not, I don't know. It's not something you can necessarily just switch instantly. I'm very low energies. I'm not really myself in these days, I would say. I don't really expect this low to be taken here. It's a pretty good momentum higher. An AU here, but I'm not sure if I want to be taking this. We do have those equal highs. We do have a big ass 5-minute FVG. This was, my plan was to take this and target this, but now that we took this, we can target that, but this is a bit risky to be trading towards. This is a pretty good break higher though. Can be a good, this is a decent idea, bro, but when we have 50-minute FVG as well, but we have to be really careful. I'm probably down to take this, but I do want to see some behavior. Let's try it. I have to be really careful here though. It's the last trade I'm taking today the last trade I'm taking in London, most likely. What did you see? What happened is the XY opening. Yeah, I think this is a bug. This is a bug for the broker. I mean, not a bug, but this is how brokers manipulate sometimes. They manipulate very grossly, because if we check another broker here, we see that that wick is not present. So it's just the broker manipulation pretty much. This is what they do. See? It's fucking crazy that this actually happens. Brokers be manipulating like this. Imagine stopping every single short from here. That's kind of crazy for me, that people like, yeah, brokers are actually doing this shit. This is pretty much what we have to be careful about. The entry looks good. I will not say it doesn't, but we have to be really careful at that 5-minute here. I would still expect some bullish prices, but it does depend. So celebrate 50-minute VG. Looking to target a equal high, basically. Boom. They're just gross manipulations, bro. I can't believe like brokers actually be doing this. Like, they should be fucking put in jail for this shit, bro. Like, just think about it. Look how much they fucking manipulated. This is 1,000 pips. It's fucking crazy. This is 20 pips. And this is 100 pip, basically. 100 pip manipulation. Brokers fucking manipulating the fuck out of everything they can see. Let's see. So what we gotta be careful about this 1-minute FVG. But the setup looks good. I do like our buy sell liquidity here. But yeah, if this doesn't get inversed, the setup doesn't really matter. The drone liquidity doesn't really matter. If this doesn't get inversed, we're still gonna hold lower. But I would say why I'm confident not reaching these Asian lows is because of this rate on liquidity previously here, right? We do have also this small one here, but I was to anticipate us reaching into that. But we're gonna see. The profit, we can at least recover the goal loss if we hit it, but The goal loss was absolutely stupid, and we look like now we just came to manipulate this low, and now we're reacting high. Now it's probably the idea will still play out, but I'm gonna wait for some more like structure. But yeah, now it looks way better, this idea, after we sweep that low, but I wouldn't really be doing it right now. But I really like this AUD-USD market structure shift here. Market structure shift and inverse, so raid. It's really kind of micro, but still, it's a good setup for me. So raid, equal highs, brain dead, like no brainer. Only thing which is dangerous is this FVG, this big ass FVG. Well, we're gonna see. Now this is our 50-minute FVG, basically our POI, and we see that now we're reclaiming it and holding it kind of as support for now, so that's relatively good. Euro still slightly weak. I am looking still for buys on Euro, but it looks weaker than AU. Probably gonna choose this, probably gonna be the last trade we take for London. Oh my god, and it's 20 minutes in, it's crazy. 20 minutes in is crazy though. That was stupid though, this buy here. Oh yeah, look, it's very likely gonna hold. Should I be taking this, bro? Like now I feel like it's gonna hold. Considering, but we still have that 5 minute here, which is pretty big cock block. We're already in this. I'm not gonna take that gold one. It is what it is. Next lesson, don't buy pre-London and look for the proper inversion here, which was this. So that, yeah, that was a stupid trade, but yeah, you need to learn. Probably gonna come back and mitigate this though. I would still anticipate us reaching into that 1 minute no matter what price really does here, but you can never be fully right. Or either holding this 50-minute or coming back into the inversion. I would still anticipate at least holding towards that, and from there we want to see how price actually behaves. It's weird, really weird. Yeah, let's see. Doesn't look like it's carrying at all. Doesn't look like it cares. I would have still thought we at least reach into this before we resume bearish trend, but it doesn't really look like it, at least not now. We're gonna see. If this gets inversed, if we even reach that point, if this gets inversed, I'm considering scaling in, but we need to see price, and we're currently forming that 50-minute gap, which is what makes it slightly dangerous though. Oh, we already had this 5, but it's a very big gap. Usually even in these gaps we tend to have big pullbacks. Yeah, the gold one looks like it's holding now, but yeah, what can I do? Remove this alert. This was probably the time when we should have entered gold, not after. Yeah, it doesn't look like it cares much. This would have been first target, second target. This is dangerous, this gap here. This is very dangerous. Bro, I really need to reconnect, bro, with my love from trading. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm not here necessarily in the mental space that I should be in. It's not that I'm depressed or whatever. It's just that I'm not from that love for the process anymore. It feels like, I don't know, forced. Feels forced. I don't want to be here because I have to be here. I want to be here because I genuinely, genuinely enjoy being here. That's a problem because my mental state always gets reflected on my trading. Always. Bro, I'm kind of fucking tired. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is probably over. Euro flip bearish as well. Yeah, this is pretty much bearish, which means this will be bearish as well. But yeah, bro, I don't know what I need to do, bro, but I cannot even laugh anymore, bro. I had a period when I was streaming, like, I don't know, a couple of days ago where I was really feeling like myself. Now I don't feel like myself. Now I feel weird, feel numb, feel, I don't know, like a zombie in a sense. Probably gonna let this run. I don't know, bro. I need to do something. I'm not sure what, but I need to do something with my mental state. Really reconnect with my love for trading, I guess. Where is the me that laughs again? I don't even know how I got into that mental state. I think I was just excited to be scalping. Oh no, bro. I'm tired of trying to fix things. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see this turn into a breaker here. That's what I want to see here. This turn into a breaker. I mean, get inversed and hold it higher. That's what I want to see in a case like this. If it gets respected, it pretty much doesn't mean shit. I mean, it means shit in the sense of seeing our trade fail, but yo, it's a good start. Good start. We want to see how we behave here. This is important. If we manage to react higher, here is where it's really important. On this gap, we want to see it inversed. And after it gets inversed, we probably will scale in towards taking that high. That's when we have a lot more confluence. But how good it goes, woke? I don't know, bro. I don't know what I need to do, but I need to In a sense, enjoy living my life anymore. I feel like I don't even know why I feel so numb, to be honest. Feel so low energy. I don't know. Pretty much doomed. Still gonna let it be at this point. I don't even really care about what happened in the trailer. I care about more about my mental state. And it's not even my mental state, it's my emotional state. this is not gonna work ever. And it's not even, I need to remove every pressure that ever exists for making this work. I think this is what's ruining trading at this point. And I cannot, like, no one wants to watch a fucking zombie, a low energy, and it's not even, yeah. Who the fuck wants to watch a zombie, like a low energy? No one wants to be in a stream like that and watching a depressed guy, a numb guy that, I don't know, I kinda lost my willingness to live in a sense. But yeah, I need to really reconnect with my love for the purpose. Because this is never gonna work and I don't wanna live like this. And how I achieve that mental state is to removing every single pressure to make trading work. That's how I was happy every single day, just happy to be present. That's how I came back in a sense. Fuck, bro, life is hard, bro, life is not easy. Especially when you're living like me. You have nothing, bro, you have nothing. You have no friends, no life, no nothing, just trading. It's not easy. And I don't know. It's not how I want to live. I want to be happy every single day, no matter what happens with the results I get from trading. I want to do trading because of my pure love for the process. I don't want to be thinking about results. I don't want to have pressure to get results. I don't want to have any of those things. I don't know, but I'm probably gonna end the stream here because I cannot stream like this. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot even trade. I probably should have taken the day off, but I started my day being fine. I don't know, I just got numb along the process. I need to really journal. I need to reflect. I need to really reconnect with why am I doing all of these. Because I don't want to live my life like this, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to feel numb. I want to laugh. I want to be myself. I don't want to feel like this, how I'm feeling right now. And it's not even because of the results. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I mean, it's not even surprising the shit is gonna lose because when I'm in these emotional states, I cannot trade. I cannot trade. I'm useless. Like, keep losing and losing when I'm trading like this. When I'm not in the proper emotional state, it's not, I don't know. I cannot think, nothing ever works well when you're not in the good emotional state. So yeah, I do really need to reconnect with my love for the trading, and for my love for my life. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here because I can. I'm sorry, bro, but I really need to take some time off to reconnect with my purpose. I cannot be trading like this, and I don't want to trade like this. So thank you for being here. I'm sorry for being in such a low energy state. I can't be here right now.